stop sending me doom clips.
All right. So for those who don't know, I don't know how you could not. Kiki and Ashley are no more. Keanu and Ashley, no more. Finito, right? That's the word. They're done. So Ashley went on Nice Podcast Stupid with $2 Dan. With Dan. And they talked a little bit about the whole breakup or whatever. But Keanu was streaming at the same time that they were talking. And so she saw that Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid had brought up the beginning of her 20-minute intro of her running on the beach. And that gave her the in to go in on Ashley and be complete and total lunatic. That's how I take it. That's my take on it.
Well, it's important to note that apparently they had agreed not to talk about anything publicly about,
Right.
some of the, details of why they were no longer going to do the show. It was going to be a very simple, like we had a disagreement of creative, works and what we wanted to do. And that sort of be it. But Keanu took it upon herself to set up the stream hours before Ashley ever went on with Dan. And it had the thumbnail that had a picture of them that you've seen before, if you ever saw the thumbnails for their show, where it's her and Ashley, these little puppets or whatever, these little AI things. Well, Keanu had taken her out of it and put a little teardrop on like the puppet's eye on her puppet for the thumbnail, showing everybody that they had broken up or whatever. And it just said something like Kiki and Kiki or something like that. So it was obvious, like, oh, okay, Ashley's not going to be with her anymore. She let that, the reason I'm saying all that is because she let that thumbnail sit for hours and hours and hours and hours. During that time, Ashley reached out to her and was like, what's going on? Like, why are you, number one, why are you using this thumbnail that my friend made us, whatever? Number two, are you about to drag me? Everybody's contacting me saying you're about to drag me and talk mad shit. And Keanu's like, no, what do you mean? Right. And then basically said like the thumbnail I can use. I just took you out of it. It's like, that's not how that works anyway. I'm not going to get into it because I done went round for round with her on that today. But point being, she had a long time and was even asked specifically, like, are you going to drag me? She's like, no. What she ends up doing is not only sniping them, but reading Ashley's DMs live, called her an unhinged, no, what was it? Not an unhinged lunatic. What was it? I guess.
I don't know. But it was something along those lines.
Yeah.
Mentally ill, something.
She starts out by talking about she was really concerned about her mental health and then goes on to talk about read her DMs, what a piece of shit she is, how she gets drunk, all the things, all of her demands, blah, blah, blah for the next 2 hours. It's like, you can't do both. You can't be like, I'm so worried about her mental health. Let me drag her ass for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, and here's we'll get into it, I know, because it's on here. But like one of the things that had upset Ashley, according to Ashley, is Keanu going on MLC, then making fun of Ashley while Keanu's there and her laughing about it. Now, Keanu says, she's like, I was defending her. And then later on, I guess Ashley was just like, listen, if you're going to continue to go on MLC, like, I'm going to bow out. Which I can understand. I can understand both sides of it being like, why the fuck would you ask me to do that? Like, are you serious? But also, if Ashley's like, I'm just done. Like, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to put myself in that position if you're going to continue to be with this dude who's calling me a cunt every 5 seconds. And you're sitting there laughing when they're calling my boobies flapjacks.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, based on what Keanu says, it sounds like to me, Ashley was trying to build a friendship with her. She like went to her and was telling her some of her fears, her anxieties with coming into this space, blah, blah, blah. Like as if Ashley was trying to build up a friendship with her. So you have that angle, but then you also have,
it was annoying.
Every clip. But then you also have the angle of branding where it's like, you guys are doing this show together. So you move together. If there was someone that was talking mad shit about you, and I was cool with them, I still would not put myself in a position where I had to decide whether or not to defend you. Like, it would just be something I just didn't touch for a while. I'd be like, well, that doesn't mean that I hate them for what they said, but it just puts you in a position where it's like, okay, Ashley thinks you're her friend. So yeah, she expected you to defend her or whatever. But the fact that you kept going on, you were giggling through his jokes. Obviously, she would be offended by that. And what does that look like as a brand for y'all's show? What does
Right.
that look like? Like what, I don't know. I would feel some kind of way about it too, where it's like, okay, I get it. You're friends with Kevin, but I'm your partner and we're doing this new thing together. Why would you put yourself in that position? So I get it. I think she was hurt personally because I think she wanted a friendship with her and thought she had one or was building one.
It was never going to end well.
It was a horrible show. It was horrible in every way, but it was like, I don't know. I'm going to say too much, but.
So this is where this all started. All right. With Kiki and Ashley. And again, this is not me shitting on her. I'm just nervous for her mental well-being because, and this is what I said to her too. I went like, it can't be easy being thrown into all of this and people like trashing you and messaging you and, saying like, Kiki and like, she's going to come out.
She should know with how much shit she gets all the time and how hard it can be, and if you're sitting here saying that you think that this woman has like is mentally unwell, what the fuck do you think you're doing right now? This is what really pissed me off about the whole thing. It's like, you're being a real bitch. You know this?
She's not here to talk trash about her, okay?
It's like,
get real.
Honestly, it's probably one of the meanest things I've ever seen her do.
Yeah, I know, but that's just it. I don't know, just in the same way that you wrote her the message because it was from a good faith place where you were actually concerned. I keep trying to make her more human than she is. And I keep trying to give her the benefit of the doubt she hasn't earned. And that's on me. So it is what it is. I've accepted it as, and not because I just thought we could be at least on a level where it's like, all right, we're cool. We get it. We had some misunderstandings. There were some choice words exchanged that were out of line, yada, yada, and leave it at that. And that's what we did. We attacked points that her husband made, not even her. We stayed away from it completely. We tried to be respectful and all of that. And then she came back harder than ever. Now she's showing, even through this, like you said, from start to finish, with addressing the fact that they're not going to do a show anymore. You end up telling on yourself 10 times over and showing exactly who you are, what your MO is, and, what do you value? What do you value in your life? So this is this one where it says, "Hey, Ashley, you're dismissed," with their little puppet or whatever with the tear that says live. It said live with Kiki and Kiki. This is the clip that she clipped from her live stream where whoever clipped it just scribbled her face out. And it just, this says live Kiki and Ashley. And she just scribbled that out, or whoever made the clip. And that'll matter because I'm getting ready to play the.
Hold on. What's the title of her show, like for those hours that was up? Was it always titled "Hey Ashley, you're dismissed"?
It said Kiki and Kiki.
Okay.
Yep, it said live with Kiki and Kiki.
So then she went back later and did that.
Yep.
I feel like I know I asked you this too. I was like, do you think she went back and actually watched the whole Nice Podcast Stupid thing? Like, as if she did, then she would know that she actually looks ridiculous in it, because they literally talked about her and their situation for probably 20 minutes at the most, 20 to 30 minutes at the most. They talked about other shit.
Right. Just like when we did the one little clip of them in the car and it was like 15 minutes worth. And then she did 2.5 hours trashing us. Never let us finish a complete thought when she was playing our clips, filled in the blank, and then taught mad shit. So it's like, no, I don't think she ever went back and watched it all. I don't think she cares.
No.
Oh, let me tell you about this one. Oh, I did.
Do you not want to talk anymore? Do we want to watch any more?
Well, I think we want to establish the timeline. She made a tier of one puppet that used to be our puppet that my friend made the thumbnail for. And you...
A tier. All right, what's the thumbnail with the puppet? Guess Oscar Electric made the AI puppets of us, and I cut you out of it and used it. Also, he messaged me today. Ashley, he said, "I don't know what happened, but I'm always a friend to you, and like, if you ever need anything else, like, or whatever, right? He's a good dude. It's my channel. I'm allowed to use the fucking AI puppet of myself on my own fucking thumbnail. Are you insane?
You can't if you didn't make it or pay for the artwork. Are you insane? I see why she's upset because her friend made it for them. And what did she like? That's so catty and mean girly to cut her out of it, first of all. Right. But then to make a clip and leave her in it and scribble her out like it's a fucking yearbook picture. You're dirty.
This is, like I said, this is the meanest thing I think I've ever seen her do to somebody. Like, it honestly reminds me of Mean Girls. I'm just like, you're a mean girl. You're a bitch.
It is mean. It is mean. It's blatantly hateful as hell.
Especially because she even says that she doesn't think that Ashley can handle doing this.
Right. So why'd you bring her on?
That she's getting and stuff. And then you do shit like that. Like, that's like extra mean.
Before she even came on the stream to discuss any of it, she was, effectively trying to hurt her. Using that thumbnail she knew would set her off and she would be upset with it because that's from her friend, whatever. I'm just saying without saying a word. And then Kiki. So she's thinking, okay, now she's going to drag me. Specifically reached out to her. Are you about to talk mad shit? We agreed not to talk about this. No. What are you talking about? No. And then proceeds to do so. Snipes and reads DMs, calls her mental, calls her an alcoholic, calls her a druggie, whatever. Anything and everything. Says she's not built for this world, yet won't help her through it. She's annoyed by her. Anyway, there's like 10 seconds left of this.
She's like, you have a thumbnail with, that was our show. I'm like, you're not in, I used the fucking puppet? You have a problem with that? Please, Ashley, call Larry. Call Larry.
God, she's so mean. She's a dick too.
Hit the like button.
This is a Doom clip. Let's let that emotional weirdo not spam me. And if you want to donate to Doom, I mean, his Cash App's everywhere. We all know your Cash App, Doom. I've given you money before. Doom's never given me money. I can honestly say I've given Doom money. Doom's never given me a penny. Follow Doom or it'll ruin your life.